What's up guys, it's your boy Curt, coach of the East Coast Bishop, bringing you week 7 against Zach the Weather Gamer and his Chicago Call of the Knights. This is a really important game this week for me. If I win this game, I move myself up into playoffs position at the moment. If I lose this game, I've got to try and win out for the season. Zach's roster is actually really scary. He's got Hydreigon, Gengar, Milotic, Alcremie, Decidueye, Rhyperior, Hitmontop, Jolteon, Orbeetle, Flareon, Coppereye, Gmax. Honestly, I'm really scared of mainly the Hydreigon and the Gengar. They're the two big ones for me. So I'll go quickly over this team when we're in. It's honestly... So I got Scarf Primarina again this week, just because I need to be able to outspeed non-Scarf Hydreigon. It also it allows me to outspeed Modder's Jolteon if it's creeping down below my base 100s, but it's probably going to be creeping my Alolan Raichu. We have the Gmax Corviknight, which is basically here to roost and just sort of get chip damage onto things. It's mainly a Hitmontop check, and mainly an Orbeetle check too. They're the two big things I want it for. Even Decidueye for the most part, unless he's a nasty plot Decidueye, which could be a problem. Then we have the Eviolite Rhydon, which is here specifically to deal with Jolteon and Copperija. They're the two big things that I want Rhydon to check. I've Eevee to take a Adamant Max Attack Power Whip from Copperija. Then we've got Conkeldurr with the Lumberry so that it can stay in on the Milotic and risk burns. Just because I can take one burn and fire off a Thunder Punch. Then we have Assault Vested Snorlax, which is basically here to check Gengar if it's not Specs. It also checks Hydreigon really nicely, semi-checks Alcremie, and last but not least we have Acid Trip the Vileplume, which is here specifically for Milotic and Hitmontop. So we'll just get into this. I'm going to lead with Conkeldurr here. I actually really liked Conkeldurr in this matchup, so I was always going to lead with this. So we do see Zach lead with the Milotic. I'm going to lead off with... what? I picked Conkeldurr, what the fuck? Oh, because it timed out. That's why. It timed out because I didn't press enter in time. Okay, so instead of leading off with Milotic, with Primarina, which is fine, honestly. It actually just fires off a pretty free Moonblast, because he didn't bring the Hydreigon, so this thing isn't as needed, but it can check the Flareon. So I'm just going to fire off a big Energy Ball, try and get a Scout onto this set, just see what it does. So he's going to stay in. I'm just going to fire off the Energy Ball, as he's going to click Toxic. That's fine. This wasn't really going to be doing anything too crazy. So it tells me he's, I think he's very Fizz Def based on that damage. I'm just going to calc that now. So we'll just see Primarina versus Milotic. If he's Spit Def, I should have done about that. Yeah, so he's also Flame Orb. So I think I don't think I kill here, just because I didn't do enough. I think I have to go into the Vileplume on this. Yeah, I have to go Vileplume. Yeah, Vileplume is always my switchy, and Ice Beam doesn't do anything to my set. As he's actually going to pull the double, and he's going to go into Decidueye. So that's fine with me. Vileplume is able to deal with that pretty well, actually. So I'm just going to fire off a Toxic, and we'll see what he does with Decidueye here. Decidueye, if he uses Nasty Plot, I don't think he can really threaten this, even at +2 Shadow Ball. Maybe a Life Orb could be threatening. I guess Nasty Plot could be kind of threatening to this. He's just going to fire off a Brave Bird, so he's... Decidueye... Okay, so he's like banded to get that much damage. That's a lot of fucking damage. Yeah, for him to do like that much damage, yeah, he's like... What is that set? Is he just adamant? Is he just adamant with lefties? I think he's adamant lefties with Brave Bird. So I think my switch in is always the Corviknight onto this. Yeah, Corviknight is always my switch on this. This Decidueye to my Corviknight. He doesn't do any damage. Spirit Shackle does like 33%. So you're just gonna U-turn. That's interesting. I don't think U-turn actually killed from there. I don't know that, but I wasn't ever going to risk that. If he goes Flareon, I'm always going to Rhydon, because I just fire off a free Earthquake this matchup with what he brought. Earthquake is super free, just because he doesn't have Hydreigon, so... Yeah, so he's going to go into Flareon, I'm just going to go into Rhydon. So he's Guts with the Toxic Orb. So if I go Rhydon, I don't know if that does anything. I could go into... Actually, I might go into Prim. And then double out into Vileplume, maybe. I think that might be my play. Is to double back and see if I can scout. Cause I'm pretty sure there's no way he can't flame charge here because he risks dying. He also risks the I don't think he ever kills Rhydon either. Let me just go straight for the... Yeah, he went straight for the superpower, predicting the, Yeah, he predicted me to go straight into Rhydon. So max attack Guts from Adamant to... I don't think he ever killed either. No, he never killed my Rhydon. So now he's -1. I think my play is to fire off just a modest Moonblast. There's no reason for him to stay in here. No reason at all. Why did he stay in? What is he doing? What was that? Let's just sack my way to break Corviknight. What the fuck? Sorry, what? That play makes 0 sense. Because now he's -1, so he never does anything to my Rhydon. Guts, Jolly, Adamant, max attack, superpower from Guts boosted, does 42% max to my Rhydon. This is... I don't even understand what that play did for him. I think I go into Conk. I don't see what... I don't understand what that play was. I really don't. Why would he break one of his main ways to sack? Yeah, I'm just gonna Mark Punch here, because... I don't know what he's doing. I can't predict this guy. Yeah, he's just sacking the Flareon, okay. Thanks for giving me Flareon. How much does SD Decidueye do with Brave Bird? That does way too much to Conk. I guess I don't really need Conk. He goes into Milo. Milotic, defensive wall with Marvel Scale, Flame Orb. How much does my Thunder Punch do? Thunder Punch does about 30-40%. Yeah, I'm just gonna Thunder Punch and see what he goes for. So he recovers, so that's okay. This also gives me an idea of how much bulk he has. So yeah, it's pretty standard max bulk. think my play is always Corviknight, isn't it? No, it doesn't do anything back. I can't go into that. That's not gonna... Actually, if I go into Lax and he burns me, I think Facade does 1,000,000. If I get burned, Facade doesn't do enough. But Skull doesn't do anything to me, which might force him out. Okay, so he switches anyway. What's he go into? He goes into Jolteon. My Snorlax walls this. Even Modest Specs Jolteon doesn't do anything. Yeah, Modest Specs Jolteon does like 28% max. So I think I just fire off an Earthquake, don't I? Yeah, I just fire off an Earthquake. Because if he wants to go to Decidueye, I'll just click Darkest Lariat after. So he's going to go for the Toxic. He's just going to proc the immunity. This is exactly why we ran immunity. So we get the kill on the Jolteon. Jolteon goes down. So there's 1 out of 2 ways to break my Corviknight gone. He could always... No, he sacked both of his ways. He sacked both Jolteon and Flareon. So I don't know what he does about the... I really don't know what he does about... Okay, so he goes into Copperager. What does Copperager do to me? He probably Dynamaxes? And clicks Max Steel Spike. How much does Rhydon take from that? Max Steel Spike. Max Steel Spike from Adamant, he does about 70%, yeah. I think I sack this, don't I? I think I sack the Vileplume. I still don't understand what he's doing with the Flareon. It seemed like a really bad play. I'm just gonna go into Vileplume and see what he does. Because if he maxes, I'm going into Rhydon. Yeah, I'm going to Rhydon here after I sack this. Because I had 2-hit KO this. I had 2-hit this, which means that I don't have to worry about him ever coming back in. So, yeah, he's just going to go for probably the Steel Spike. No, he goes for the Knuckle. Interesting. Well, I just lived that because Vileplume. Doesn't Vileplume outspeed this? Yeah, Vileplume outspeeds this. Even if he's Adamant, 31. He'd have to have a lot of investment. So I think I just Synthesis on this, don't I? Yeah, I think I Synth on this. Because I don't do anything otherwise. Max Flare kills me, but I need to waste Dynamax turns so I can come in and kill. Yeah, he just goes for the Max Flare, so he probably kills me here. That's fine. I think I go into Rhydon and just Earthquake maybe? No, I don't think I can do that either. I think I go into Conkeldurr actually, maybe. And just click, yeah, I think I just Drain Punch with Conk. Because I think then once he undynamaxes, I kill anyway. So he's +1 attack. Max Steel Spike is a roll to kill my Conk from full. So yeah, I just Drain Punch here. God, these plays don't make any sense. Yeah, Drain Punch is always my play. Because even if he's max HP, I do like 52% minimum to Dynamaxed. And if he Steel Spikes, I still kill after Dynamax. No, he goes for Starfall. Okay, so he had Play Rough. Does that mean he not touched? Yeah, he never killed this. So that's fine, I'll just get a lot of health back. No, he does kill. What? How did that kill? Oh well. I just go into Rhydon here and I kill this anyway. I'm EV to outspeed this. If he had any resemblance of trying to outspeed. So Yeah, I just Earthquake. I have no reason not to Earthquake. Yeah, I just Earthquake on this. So he sacks the Copperajah. Probably goes into Gengar and Energy Balls me. Probably. Probably Energy Balls. Yeah, that's the only way that Gengar can kill. Focus Blast is a roll, I guess. If it goes... What else could he go? He could go to Decidueye, but I have Corviknight, which just comes in on that every time. He goes to Decidueye. He's going to be taking Poison Chip. So I'm just going to go into Corviknight because that's always my switch in. I don't know what else I can do really. I guess I could Dynamax and start Steel Spiking to get defense boosts. So he's just going to go straight for the Leaf Blade. That does like 2%. So he's lefties, I did see that right earlier. Yeah, I don't think he really has a switch in per se to this. So if I just Steel Spike, because that allows me to get a defense boost, I can max Knuckle if he goes Milotic. He stays in. So does this die to Decidueye, Swords Dance, level 50, level 50, Dynamax. Steel Spike does like 50% minimum. So that's fine, he's just gonna let me do this. He's gonna U-turn. Okay, so that's doing no damage while I'm Dynamaxed. What does he go into? Because Gengar can't ever switch into this. Yeah, Gengar can't come in because then it dies the next turn. If he goes Milotic, he could potentially be... I guess if he's Flame Orbed... I do not a whole lot, but once I'm out, if I'm +1 defense, he goes into Milotic. So we're just gonna Steel Spike. I'm just gonna Steel Spike again, I think, and try and get a +2 on defense for when I'm out. So Sun wears out. Milotic gets hurt by Burn. I am actually slower than this, so I'm just going to Steel Spike again to try and boost. He's obviously going to recover. Yep, most obvious recover. I think I can 1v1 this honestly, because it doesn't do enough damage unless he's Haze. I don't see why he'd be Haze versus this team. I don't really have anything that takes advantage of the setup, other than maybe Curse Snorlax, but I didn't see why I would be Curselax in this matchup. So I'm going to Wind Rage here and try and get a bit of chip damage off onto this. So he is Haze, so that's annoying. Don't know why he's Haze in this matchup at all. That doesn't make any sense. I have one setup mon that actually takes advantage of setup. So I'm just gonna Brave Bird here, trying to get chip damage off on this thing. If I can stall this thing and it recovers, then that's huge. Because then it can't stay healthy for Snorlax. Yeah, that doesn't do anywhere near enough. If I just body press here, I think I actually do more. So he does just go for the Scald. He's trying to fish for burns now. doesn't get the burn. He has to recover here. If I can keep getting into 50% in 2 turns, then I think I'm better off. I don't know why he's just spamming Skull, but anyway. He's fishing for burns on this Corviknight. I think I'm going to go to Snorlax on the recover. I think that's my play. Just go Snorlax on the recover. Because if he burns Snorlax, then that's fine. I don't think I can win this game because I don't understand some of these brings, some of the plays. A lot of this just doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, he just goes for recover as I go into Lax. That was so obvious. I think I just go for Darkest Lariat. I think that's all I can do. Because if he burns here, then I just have Facade that I can fire off. It doesn't burn. So, I think I just keep going with what I'm doing here. It's all I can do. Not a whole lot I can do to deal with this. I don't think there's much else I can really do. I don't understand some of the brings at all. I don't know what's so hard for him to not just click Scald again here, to be honest. I don't get it. Why did he switch? Hang on. Wait, why is he sacking the Decidueye? What is happening? What am I witnessing right now? What is going on? Why did you go to Decidueye there? That doesn't make any... What? Why would you not just fish for burns? I'm trying to U-turn out and fucking... What are you doing? I've only got Gengar and these two left. I'm just gonna click Darkest Lariat, I guess. I do about 70% with Lariat. So he's just gonna Leaf Blade and do about 40%-ish. So he's gonna sack the Decidueye and what, go into Gengar and try and kill me with Focus Blast, I guess. And then I can stall out his Milotic. I don't know what's happening at all. He probably goes Gengar to try and... Yeah, he goes Gengar to try and kill me here. Focus Blast, unless he's... How much does that do? Oh, what, 130? Yeah, he never kills me unless he's like modest specs, which he can't be in this matchup. So I'm just going to Lariat here. He's just going to Sludge Wave, so that does nothing. Even with specs. Where did that take me from? I went from 130 to 85. So he just sacked 2 Mons. I think he just choked. Because I think I just sacked this, go into Corviknight, and Roost Stall. Because then I still have a full HP Rhydon in the back, and I would win purely based on the, if the timer runs out. I'm not going to timer stall, but I'm going to sit here and I'm going to play this out. Because I think my play is 100% to just sack this. I'm just going to click Facade and see if he burns. Because if he burns, then I can do a fair bit of damage. If not, then that's fine. Yeah, he's just gonna go for that. No burns, so that's fine. We do get a decent chunk of damage off onto this, so we are going to be forcing the recovers out of this. I think I can win this because I'll be able to stall him out of more scolds than he'll be able to use on my Corviknight. So he still doesn't get a burn. One time I'm hoping to get burnt, and he doesn't get it. That'd be right. So I'm just going to Facade again. I don't lose anything by sacking this Mon. Corviknight can sit there against this thing, purely because I have a lot of Spadef on Corviknight. Being so Spadef on Corviknight, I think is what saved me here. I think he's the mixed wall Milotic with 148 defense based on my damage rolls. I think he's plus Spadef too, that's why he took the energy ball so well. Yeah, he does about 22% max to my Corviknight. So he's going to go for another Scald. If he burns here, then that's fine. Still no burn. That's kind of crazy, to be honest. So I'm just going to go for yet another Facade. Again, I don't lose anything by spamming Facade here. He's going to go for the Recover. All this is doing is wasting his Scalds. So being able to waste Scald is really nice. So yeah, I don't know why he sacked the Corviknight. I mean the not the Corviknight, the Decidueye. I don't know why he sacked that. Yeah, I just go into Corviknight here and I just roost on this. Well, actually, I just body press. That's a game and a half, yeah. Oh, okay. GG to Zach. That was the longest endgame I think I've ever had. I think that only happened because he sacked the Decidueye and the Gengar, so we move up to 3 and 4. We make it into the playoffs at the moment. So I guess that's all I can really say to that game. There's not a whole lot else I can say after that. I'll see you guys next week for week 8.